enjoy. Hopefully it plays okay over here. But if it gets a little choppy like the other shows, that's why I'm uploading a dedicated video, nothing but clear as day. What's up, Crystal? Thank you for hopping in. Now, because he was an incel, remember? That's why I got him parked in the back. Visuals. Cougar Country. Like I said, the real video will be dropping somewhere between now and 5 and 6. That's right, Kelly. If you're an incel, you park in the back. You don't park up. You don't park next to everybody else. No. You're parking in the back. Now, this is according to the PCA. And after this, I'm going to show you the way he would have took. You know what I mean? Like, come on. If you're stalking the place out, you're planning all this out, you're not going this way, everybody. You're not going. I mean, come on. There are designated incel spots. That's right. Oh, I was hoping it was going to drop at 4 this morning, but I don't know. Maybe because there's so many frames in it. Because literally, you go to slowdown mode, and it's like, whoa! This camera is amazing. Thank you, Mark and Betty. I appreciate that. Right, commercial zone. Look, you can see the cameras right there. Right up there, top right. I did a version at night. It was so hard to see shit. And this is the best one. According to the PCA, this is the exact route to 1122 King Road. Now, when it comes to leaving the crime, watch Daily Mail. That shit's crazy. Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, another one. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Holy crap. And a thank you. Thank you. Aw. Thank you so much. This show truly is funded by the community. I am my only source of income coming in this house. It allows me to do this stuff, go on these trips, be able to do these things for you. So I really appreciate it because every little bit does help. Here we go. We're entering into the Washington State University campus here. Now, you're going to see me come up to Stadium in Nevada Way, and you're going to see me pull into a parking lot, and you're going to see me turn around. Reason is because if you look at the PCA, it states that he was spotted going north on Nevada Stadium and then spotted going south. Now, the only way that you can go north and then go south and be spotted that way, south, then heading towards the direction of 270, is the way that I drive you. This is exactly the route according to the PCA to 1122. I'm going to show you why, foliage wise, the person, if they're going to commit this crime exactly a year ago, they're not parking in the back. Or they're not parking up front. They're parking in the back. You'll see the foliage. You'll see why they could have literally scoped out that property, the whole back, and not even be seen. And then I'm going to show you the road that he would have took if he was leaving Steptoe, pre-planning, stalking, going to commit this crime. Especially with all these cameras all over the road that you're seeing in Pullman and in Moscow. I'm literally going to show you the only route that makes sense, the only route that's made sense since the crime took place and they came out with a route. That turn's going to be coming up. This is on the PCA. Oh, thank you so much, Dream Suburb, for that. I appreciate that. There's only one way you can get caught going north on Nevada and then south going towards 270. And it's coming up right here. Anytime that you see Chanley Painter interviewing in that spot, she's always standing on the upper left corner, facing to the right. That's the shot that Court TV always gives you. So now this is Stadium in Nevada. All right. Now, only way. My thing is, though, is if you're planning all this out, wouldn't the seriously, wouldn't one of the things you plan out would be the cameras? I'm just saying. So if you're looking at all the routes, because that's the first thing I did when the PCA came out, I was like, this person was driving all over the place. Let me see where they. No. Let me see what other routes there are. That's when I'm like, this route right here. What do you mean? What do you mean they drove all over Moscow and Pullman? If they left the Steptoe Apartments. You'll see what I'm saying once we get to 1122. According to the PCA, the route. I'll show you the road, and you're going to be like, duh, ding-a-ling-a-ling-ling. It's one thing if you see a bird's eye or on Google Maps or whatever. But when I'm actually driving down that road and you see, you're going to be like, ding, 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 ding. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I drove around, got a lot of footage, okay? There's plenty of times that I left his apartment. Plenty of times I wasn't even looking at the route that it was taking me because I was just getting footage. I just put in Moscow, right? There was a few times it ended up taking me down that road. So it does come up as a legitimate, quicker route sometimes. So to say that BK never even drove down that road when he lives that close to it, no, you can't even say. So he would have to have experience on that road, number one. So you would understand as you're driving down that road, Where's the surveillance? So you're going to drive around all these streets. You can drive around all these streets with the cameras when you can drive this other airport road. All right. So according to the PCA, turn left on 270. Who knows? Maybe he was door dashing, and that's why he was out driving all over. I don't know. We don't know the rest of the PCA, the alibi. All right, so right now we're going down 270. Going down 270. There's the gas station right there. We're going to be going around to Moscow. We're on 270 right now. Look at all the hills. It's so beautiful. What the heck, StreamYard? What's up, American Princess? Now we are in between Pullman and Moscow. We're still in Washington. Now, right before you get into Moscow, literally it's the state line. So it's literally the state line and then like 2 seconds and then you're in Moscow. What's up, Grizz? It's just so open. The road's real bumpy right there, so the camera kept shaking. Still in between Pullman and Moscow. Now, if anybody's seen those foggy pictures or pictures of me driving in the fog, that was literally 30 minutes before this. 30 minutes before this, it was that crazy fog. Then this. Crazy. Commercial. I feel I needed to do it. The reason that I went out there pretty much at the drop of a hat was because I was afraid the house is going to get torn down soon. And I was like, you know what? I need to get out there. I need to get this footage. I need to get it. I need to get it. So thank you again for all your support, for allowing me to be able to make these trips and to do these things. Plenty of coverage, plenty of photography. So we will be there's going to be plenty more stuff that I'm going to be showing you. Grub truck, the mobile gas station, Banfield, Taylor Avenue, Sigma Chi, Corner Club, the prison, the church, just so much. Did a lot of driving around, just did some driving in the neighborhoods, took a lot of photography. We went up to Coeur d'Alene. Members only. If you're a member and you missed out on that, it's still a members only video up there. Coeur d'Alene. That was gorgeous too. Yeah, and it's beautiful. Like no matter where you look, you see mountains. This is actually a combination of 3 videos. I got so much, but last night when I came home, I was like, man, the one thing that I wanted to do the whole time, number 1, was drive the route according to the PCA from Steptoe to 1122, number 1. Number 2, I wanted to drive the route that I've been saying the dude shoulda took, woulda took. If you're planning this shit out, that's the route you take, not this one. This one is just to show how ridiculous it is. Excuse me. Yeah, that road's bumpy right there. That's right, Mark. That's Mark and Betty. That's why I was like, those last couple shows I had in the studio before I went out on my trip, I was like, damn. I woke up each morning like, man, this thing's going to be tore down ASAP. And I don't want to, I don't want to make a trip and then this house not be there anymore. It's very important to part of the footage, like what I'm going to be showing you here in a minute. It's very important. And everybody, the ladder is still there. The couch is cleaned up. Everything's cleaned up in the back. The freaking ladder's still there in the same spot. The same spot. No tape on it because they got that fence. They don't even care about the crime scene tape in the back. There's a section from a tree to a tree where there's not even tape. Doesn't matter. Yeah, the ladder. The ladder is in the same spot. Same spot. Still there. I don't understand. What? Really? Why would somebody have it attached, though? Like, here, criminal, here's an access to get onto the roof. To get into Zaina and Ethan's window. All right, now we're entering into Moscow. Here's Idaho. And then literally a couple seconds later, Moscow. Boom, boom, right there. All right. Now, instead of turning right, coming up here, instead of turning right, going a little teeny back road. What's up, Fluttertone? Instead of going right, a couple blocks away from the property, because I'm going to show you that I actually drove it in a different route, but this is not the PCA. This is the PCA route. I'll show you the footage of going from 270 past right there. Boom, right there. This is according to the PCA. So instead of turning right, we're going to keep going. Was the better? Yeah, it was better in Moscow. Like every time I went to the frickin' store in Washington, I was like, ugh. Because they don't give you bags. You could literally go to Walmart. This is why the shopping's better. They give you bags in Moscow. You go shopping in Pullman in Washington. You go to Walmart and you get, I don't know, 4 things of muffins, a beard trimmer, like whatever you could get, Q-tips, lettuce, bread. Guess what? You better be bringing your own bag, or if you're not, you better take your cart to your car, throw all the items in there, and then like do what I did every time because I kept forgetting, putting all that shit in my hoodie and having a big old kangaroo pouch full of shit coming. Like, I'm just I'm just saying. The simple, the bags, the bags. What's up, 49er girl? Thank you for hopping in. All right, this is according to the PCA. Look at these cameras. Look. You're going to tell me somebody that's staked out and planned all of this forgot to shut their cell phone off or leave it at home, forgot to take a route that doesn't have barely any of this, and then go all over. Look at this. Look. All over. Just like Pullman. Yeah, you got to bring your own or something. Wait until I show you the route he should have took or would have. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. This is according to the PCA. We're going to drive all over. Makes no sense. When literally you could have been at the property already if you would have just took a right off of 270 and not drove all over downtown. Makes no sense. According to the PCA. Yes, I did. Commercial Zone. Actually, when I was getting this footage, um, after this part, I kind of did some more driving around because I got a lot of footage that day, and yeah, there was a few that, we crossed. You know what I'm saying? Well, when it comes to the turnaround, yes, that's a good question. When it comes to the turnaround, I made that highlight video about it, Joe Dirt. I'll play that too. I should, actually, for anybody that hasn't seen it. But I didn't do it because it was literally fucking dangerous for me to try and even do it because of how cramped and all the vehicles. You had all the security from Idaho University there. It was cramped as shit. And there was no way with the way that you'll see what I mean on the footage. Very difficult to try and do that. All right, so now we're still going to the PCA. But yeah, with that highlight video, I am going to show that because that does go with this as well. Thank you for bringing that up. And yeah, you'll see what I mean. It's so scrunched. That's the best way I can describe it. Yeah, this is not a route where you're trying to be stealthy and go commit this brutal crime. No, Lucille. Was I was wearing this hat I was wearing this hat forward, or my Idaho University hat, and I had gear um, to blend in with the students. I was basically a student. According to the PCA, still driving around. When you see the route, he shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. No-brainer. There's that mobile gas station where that photo of that car, if you remember the iPhone photo where somebody's holding the phone up, taking the photo of us. Now, it wasn't confirmed by Ellie. Okay, it wasn't confirmed by Ellie, but supposedly it was a photo of a vehicle. No, but when I went to the property, I know the security. My first day I was there, I went to the property and got some footage. Like I said, I got a lot of footage, but this is the clearest. But yeah, the security knew. They obviously knew. When I ended up pulling up to the back, I actually parked. There was security parked in front of the house from Idaho University and then up around the side. And then they even had some security parked in the back as well. And actually, when I went up there and I parked the first time I got there and I pulled in, and right to the left of me was an Idaho University security. And they pretty much. They pretty much, yeah, they pretty much. So when I went to the vigil, I ended up parking in a different spot. Like Nick Eaton was out on the front on like where 270 is, or quote 8. On that first entrance to Idaho University as you're coming in from Pullman, but I actually parked over by where Bryan Enton was at. I couldn't tell you what building or lot it is. I'd have to look it up on Google Maps. But if anybody knows or was there, where Bryan Enton had a tent set up, that's where I was at. Ridge Road, or Indian Hills, right here. Indian Hills Road. Still part of the PCA route. So now we're on Indian Hills Road. This is that 700 block right here. So this is where the footage would have been snapped. What's up, Party 5? All right, so there's the 700 block of Indian Hills. Now we're heading towards Rowe and Steiner, Taylor, and then, King and Queen. This is according to the PCA. And like I said, the actual real footage will be dropping here. Let me see what the status is. 59%. So I'm really thinking it's probably going to be 5 or 6 o'clock tonight. Well, who knows? When you see how close the Jack in the Box is to BK's property, for real. Like, the Jack in the Box is literally like 30 seconds from BK's property. He pulls out of his parking lot, turns right, and then like a block and a half, boom, he's right there. Like, it's so close. Just saying. Wouldn't you shit if it came out that he ended up being the DoorDash driver? Watch. Thank you, Salty. I appreciate that. Oh, just wait. I got plenty of footage. We'll go into all this other stuff probably tonight too. There's going to be, as we keep having my live shows, I'm going to be dipping into different parts of the footage, different parts of the photos. So, got plenty. There's the A&W root beer shout out. Oh my gosh, that shit was so good. That's the best A&W food I've ever had in my life right there. Moscow A&W. Supposedly another surveillance. That's why we are going this route, because according to the PCA, this is the route BK took to 1122. The gas is expensive as shit. And the food, not so much. I mean, it's average, but the gas, oh my gosh, the fuel, it's crazy. The PCA, yes, based off of cell phone data or surveillance. According to the PCA, this is the exact route. Now, here's Taylor Avenue. Oh my gosh, I always get. Oh, now we're close. Even when I was driving around there, as soon as I turned on to Taylor and you see that water tower in the Sigma Chi house, all of a sudden the heart just drops. That or the fight that happened at Sigma Chi, right? Think about it. We're going to be going into that in a little bit too. I got plenty of stuff to talk about and go through tonight, today, tomorrow morning, tomorrow night. We're going to have some shows. I've been missing you guys. Yeah, there was a natural gas pipe that had burst when I got there. As soon as I pulled in, I was going to get some McDonald's fries, and I couldn't even get fries. There's one of the security right there. Yep. They're all, trust me. Right here. And I'm going to pause it right here for a minute. This is why. And like I said, I wasn't doing the turnaround. I will show the highlight video that shows it. It was too damn dangerous with all them vehicles right there. Wasn't doing it. Now, the foliage from a year ago, this is the foliage that existed a year ago. It's not from February. It's not from May. It's from the frickin' exact year ago foliage. Very important. Because when you look at this, and I'm going to switch to some photos here before we show you the actual route he shoulda, woulda, coulda. Because when you see it on here, it's a no-brainer. No brainer. All right, so let me share some pictures with you. Hold on. Okay. See, now you can see the cement slab, right? Everything's cleaned up. Now, you can see the third floor screen door. You can see, and this is just in one spot. I can literally walk a foot to the left or to the right and have a different view as well. You can see the room upstairs. You can see that. You can see. Come on. Now, when you're looking from here and you can see, look, you can see who's coming up next to the house. When you're standing back here, hell, you could be standing right behind that damn tree. Who the hell is going to see you inside that property chilling in the back? Right? Now, I'm going to come back to this. And when I'm driving up, there is no light. I'm going to show you. There is no light poles. Oh, that's such a horrible. Yeah, it was too dangerous to do that. Look. So as you're driving back up here, where's the light source that's going to shine down on you if you're chilling in the back? There is none. Who is going to think anything different of an odd car being back here when it literally at nighttime is just a dark as shit parking lot that has who knows what cars sitting there? Look, it's just a dark ass shit parking lot. You literally sit there and you park where the blue car is on the Google Guy bird's eye, and you have this view at your disposal. You're going to tell me that the person that planned it didn't do this? You're going to tell me that the person that planned it didn't drive the route that I'm going to show you here now? This is why, to me, it didn't make sense when the PCA came out. Because I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. If you look at it from a criminal perspective, and right, if you're a criminal, what's the point? You're trying not to get caught, right? You're trying not to get caught, because if you get caught, well, then you're not a very good criminal, right? Just saying. What's up, Brandywine? You're not a very good criminal if you get caught. So the whole point of being a criminal is not to get caught, right? So if you're trying to do this crime and you're trying not to get caught, then why are you driving this route? This is the route that he shoulda, coulda, woulda if he was a real criminal and not trying to get caught. And this is the route right here. This is the route that I've been explaining since the PCA. This is the route that if somebody was going to commit this crime, This is the route they would have taken. And I'm going to show you that road. It's highlighted up here. All you have to do is put in your own little directions, type in Steptoe Apartments, type in Pullman, Moscow Airport, type in 1122 King Road, and that's the exact route you get. If you just type in Steptoe to 1122 King Road, this comes up as an option. It just takes 2 minutes longer. That's it. 2 minutes longer. But the benefit of not having all the surveillance outweighs only taking 2 more minutes. This is the road leaving the University of Idaho, going through all those back roads. This is the important road that I'm talking about. This is 270 still. This road, if not trying to get caught, this is the road, this is the route that you not only take to, but you go from back home. This is the road you go to and go back home. Go to the crime, go back home. Minimal surveillance. There's only one road that can do it, and this is the road right here. Minimal. You're not going to get rid of all of it because you got a little bit of town in Steptoe in Pullman, and you got a little bit of town in Moscow, just a few blocks that you have to drive through, not much. Other than that, this road will be coming up here in a second. You'll see me turn right. This is 270. We're leaving Moscow, in between Pullman and Moscow. When you see me turn right, it's a no-brainer, people. It's a no-brainer. This is why, since the beginning, this is the road. If somebody was planning this out, Kelly, there is working surveillance, especially where in the route of the PC where BK was going on Highway 8 and turned down 95/8. Jackson Street is where he would have turned right, but it's a highway. This is the road right here, everybody. This is the road. It's already a no-brainer, and you've only been watching it for 15 seconds. Watch. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. You're going to tell me you're going to go all over Pullman, all over Moscow, and you could have literally went this route. No-brainer. Look at this. If you're trying to commit this crime and not get caught, no-brainer. It's one thing to see it from Google. Look at this. No-brainer. I don't know. I'm just going to say it over it. I need to make a t-shirt out of that. No-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Please. More bumpy roads. Thank you, Mark and Betty. I appreciate the kind words. Exactly, American Princess. I'm ready for this trial. You thought he wanted to get caught? Well, I don't know. There are some criminals that I guess want to. Oh, thank you, Brandywine. I appreciate that. And definitely, if you're a member, go check out the Coeur d'Alene. I'll share a photo of Coeur d'Alene here. This is a no-brainer. You're going to tell me that he wouldn't have taken this route. What's up, buddy? Well, and who would have cleaned it up? Latent footprint. Wasn't seen until they came back in. What, did he have like a bag and a bleach? Did he have some Resolve carpet cleaner and a scrub brush? I mean, what? The fuck? Some Resolve carpet cleaner and a scrub brush. What'd you guys think about the Sigma Chi? The brothers talking last night. Didn't say nothing about the fight. So I'm saying, no brainer. Look at this. You're not going to take this road. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you take this? If you planned it and you didn't want to get caught. Because if you're going to be a criminal, you don't go into criminal activity going, I want to get caught. I want to get caught. You know what I mean? You're not going to take this road? No. It don't make sense. You're going to drive all over, but you're going to take this road. Well, we got plenty more to go into today. And then we'll be back tonight as well. I'll be doing another show tonight. I missed you guys so much. Sorry, I wasn't doing too many shows. Was just doing a lot of work out there, getting a lot of footage, photography. But we'll be talking about more stuff tonight too. So we're almost back. We're still just a couple minutes away from getting back to Steptoe Apartments. Literally just a few blocks of Pullman. You basically go north and to the right. You're not going down any of these city streets. You're not going by surveillance. You might hit a ring camera or something. Right here is a business that you might have gotten surveilled on right here at the corner. Other than that, it's just a bunch of student housing. So unless there's like a ring camera out there, that's it. That's what I'm saying. That store right there. Other than that, you're not, it's just going to be a ring camera or something. Yeah, my cell worked. Yes, it did. It dropped by the house a couple times. When I got by the house, it dropped a couple times, but out here in Pullman, it was okay. It didn't drop in between Pullman and Moscow. It just dropped right around Walenta. Walenta and Indian Hills is where the cell phone dropped. Is Walenta, Indian Hills. Back to Steptoe. That's what I'm saying. No brainer. You're going to tell me that he didn't take this route? Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? No. I don't know. Don't make sense to me. And then right up here is Steptoe. So I'm going to show you the route. I'm going to show you the route that shoulda took. Right? This is the route shoulda took. This is the route that was taken. Don't make no sense. So when it comes to the thumbnail, and it's about a bonus route. Do you see why I put plus bonus route where it's at? Because it's like, yo. It makes no damn sense. It makes no damn sense.